Good evening, sir.
How was your Holi?
Good, sir.
Was nice, sir.
Okay, so after a long break, we are again uh, learn some new things in digital marketing. Uh, okay, so before I start, Shreya, can you please show whatever you have done?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. So this is for search ad. I had some issues with this because it was not saving. Uh, as I do not have set up the conversion.
Can you just click on that budget and bidding?
So it changed all the things that I've set up. It changed because it was not saving as a draft. And all the information that I put here is gone now. But 1 second. I did the same thing for display ad and I could save it in the draft.
Just go to the all campaigns in the top. No, yeah. And then click on the campaigns, sign of home, the third option. In your left hand side, third option, overview, recommendations, campaigns. No. Yes. Okay, so you have two campaigns. One is display and another is search ad. Okay, fine. The search ad is in draft. Okay, first you show me the display campaign. It's a nice one. Click on close. Yes, close it. Go to edit. Yes. Cadbury. the process that you have followed is perfectly all right, and it is a very nice ad that you have created with the images of Cadbury and all. But yes, obviously, I want to add few things here. Like whenever you are writing any kind of headlines, try to put the terms that users are actually searching for. Like here, dairy milk chocolate. Instead of dairy milk chocolate, you just write like this: buy dairy milk chocolate online. Uh, then give Cadbury celebrations, Cadbury festival collections, like this. So these are some of the common terms that users are actually searching for. So you try to use all these things so that people can relate themselves with these ads. Okay. And another thing is, just scroll down. Long headline is too short, so you have to write a complete sentence in here. And also there are descriptions. So all headlines are for complete sentences. So here you can elaborate your offerings, whatever you are providing. Like you can add your USPs, you can add pricings and all. So all this you can mention here. Okay, so it will be a bit long, and also you have only used 3 descriptions, whereas 2 descriptions are still pending. So it's fine, it's okay. You are not doing for any brand right now, you are just submitting an assignment, so it is not an issue. But whenever you are working with any kind of clients, or if you are working in any organization, you have to make sure that all the criteria should be fulfilled when you publish any campaign. The criteria means you have to use all the headlines, you have to use all the descriptions, and obviously the description should be in proper format. Like it is 90 characters here, so you should at least utilize. I'm not saying that you have to utilize all the 90 characters, because it is not possible to just confine everything within this 90 characters. So at least you have to use the maximum limit, like 80 characters, 85 characters, like this. Okay. So this is, you have to make sure. Rest is fine for this, and obviously check this ad strength.
Yes, sir.
Here, average. Okay, why it is average? See, there are certain criteria, like headlines. It is right. Okay, you have used all the headlines properly, so it has been ticked. Descriptions is 50% okay, and rest of the 50% is not utilized. This is due to the characters you have used, and obviously you have not used 2 descriptions. That is the reason. Images and videos. So you have to add more images and videos also.
Add up to 15 images. Just saying this.
Then only the ad strength will go to excellent or good. Your target is to create the ad strength as excellent, but not every time we can create an excellent campaign. Rather, but we should not go below good. Okay, so ad strength is a factor. So your ads, if your ad strength is excellent or good, it will perform good in the reality. So that's the reason Google show these things. So it's fine. Now just go back. Go to the ad group. No, not ad. Go to the ad group. Yes. This is the ad group. Okay, fine. Go to the settings. Maximize conversion budget. Go to additional settings. Fine. It's fine. Okay. Now just go to the search chat.
So because it was not saving, I left it open in another tab, but all my settings are gone now.
You can save as a draft. You don't have to always.
Sir, I tried similarly as I did with the display ad, but it was saying that conversion is not set, so I cannot save it as a draft.
To do one thing, you put the budget here.
1 second, sir. I did download.
Don't use this thing. Dynamic search chat settings. Don't use it. And also for search chat, don't go for audience segments. Rather, you should use the keywords. So Google is already giving you some kind of suggestions based on the keywords you have used. So these are showing here keywords in your in your headlines. Cadbury caramel, yes. You can go for more ideas. Yes. So based on your keywords, Google is giving you some suggestions, headline suggestions. You can use it or you can discard it based on your understanding. So sometimes it might be irrelevant for your business or whatever. So it is not like that you have to use all these things. But if it is relevant enough, you can use this.
sir.
Go publish the campaign. So, Shreya, I think you have understood how to create a campaign. Can be a search ad, it can be a display ad. I think you have understood the process at least.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have any doubt while doing all these things?
No, sir. Most of it was cleared by the recording of our previous class. I referred to that if I had any question.
Fine. Now, as you have already understood how to create a search campaign and display campaign, now I'm going into bit details about all these campaigns. So the first details is the keyword. So in search campaign, keyword is an essential part of this kind of campaigns. Okay. So there are certain kind of keywords. So in SEO, we have learned two kind of keywords. One is short tail keywords, another is long tail keywords. Okay, and also we have learned LSI keywords. So what is long tail keywords?
The keywords that That are more descriptive than one word.
Obviously, it is descriptive, but there is a certain definition of it. Like if I show you one keyword, you can understand it as a short tail or it is a long tail. You can identify it by a certain features. What is it?
Include more elements.
Which means you have to define huge. So in long tail keywords, it is basically if any keyword has more than 3 words, we can say it as a long tail keyword.
Okay, sir.
Huge means here is more than 3. And short tail keywords is basically the short. This is 3 or less than 3. We can say it is a short tail keyword. Short tail keyword is more generic, whereas long tail keyword is more specific. Whatever you have mentioned, like the descriptive thing. Okay. So in short tail keywords, I can use say Cadbury Dairy Milk. This is a short tail keyword. Whereas the long tail keyword is online store to buy Cadbury Dairy Milk. Okay, so this is a long tail keyword. So more specific kind of thing. So in SEO, we have learned these 2 kind of things. And obviously there is another thing, that is LSI keywords. Okay. That means the related keywords. But now in Google Ads, we will learn 3 kind of keywords. And don't like what I'm saying is this is a very new kind of concept, and just don't mix it all together. Don't mix it with the long tail, short tail, and LSI. Long tail, short tail, and LSI is a completely different concept of keywords. And currently, what I will define is a completely different kind of thing. So, in Google Ads, there are 3 kind of keywords that we usually use. I'm just sharing a whiteboard. So broad match, phrase match, exact match. We call it keywords match types. So these are the 3 kind of keywords. Now, what exactly is it? I will give you a few examples to understand this concept in a better manner. So say you have used one keyword like so this is a keyword. Okay. So if you use this keyword in the ad, broad match can trigger multiple kind of search queries. Like if you use women's top, this kind of keywords as a broad match, it can trigger women dress by kurti women's stop is a keyword, but if you use this keyword as a broad match, it can trigger multiple kind of keywords which all are related to women's stop. So women's stop is a thing. Women's dress is also related to women's stop. Buy kurti. Kurti is also a kind of women apparel. So it can also trigger this. So broad match can trigger this kind of keywords. So if you use broad match keywords in your ad, people who are searching for this kind of keywords like buy kurti for girls, women dress, best women apparel, they can also see your ad. But you have used women's stop. Still, they can see your ad in these kind of keywords. So there are certain benefits of using broad match keywords. Also, there are some cons also. Like sometimes it can trigger some kind of keywords which is irrelevant for your business. Okay, say I am giving you one example. Say you have used accounting course as a keyword, as a broad match keyword. In this case, it can also trigger in accounting jobs. Okay, so when you are using broad match keyword, you have to understand the pros and cons. Broad match keyword can open a huge door of different kind of keywords, different kind of related keywords. But also there are certain cons, which is it can also trigger in some kind of keywords which are not relevant for your business. So this is the concept of broad match keyword. Now I'm giving an example of phrase match. So phrase match keyword represents like this. You have to add quotations when you add any keyword. So it is called phrase match. So how phrase match work? So you have used women's stop as a phrase match. Now someone is typing women's dress. Your ad will not trigger here. But if someone is typing your ad will trigger. So the phrase should be there in the keyword. Whatever you are typing, the phrase should be there. So this is a phrase match is a bit specific kind of thing, and it can what I say, it can minimize the cons of broad match keyword. In broad match keyword, we have already learned that some kind of irrelevant keyword can come into the scenario. But if you use phrase match, in that case, you can minimize the chance of getting triggered by some irrelevant keywords. Okay. So now I'm going to another example that is of exact match. So this is how we represent exact match by third bracket. If you use exact match, your keyword will trigger only in this search term, that is women's top. Anything other than this will not trigger if you use exact match. So this is the most specific kind of thing. If someone is typing, say, tops for women, your ad will not trigger. So this is the concept of three kind of keywords. Now, what are the why these three are important? When you are actually creating a keyword list for your ad, you have to mix and match this kind of keywords, this kind of match types, rather, I can say, to maximize the outcome of your campaign and to minimize getting irrelevant impression, irrelevant costings and all. So what are the so in broad match, we have already understood that it can trigger a lot of irrelevant keywords, but the main advantage is you can get an exposure of lot of related keywords which are related to your businesses. In phrase match, you can stick to your specific requirement. Like if you are selling women's top, so in that case you can stick to this thing. So people can search differently, like buy top for women, best women's top, online shop for women's top, buy women's top online. So all this kind of phrases which is very specific, you can use this kind of if you have such kind of business, you can use phrase match in your keyword list. So it can minimize getting traffic from irrelevant keywords which we usually get from broad match. But in exact match, why we use exact match? Say sometimes we have certain criteria. Like I can give you an example. Say say I am giving you one example of SAP. Do you know what SAP is? Anyone? Any idea?
No, sir.
SAP is kind of a ERP solution. We all know it as a SAP. People actually pronounce it as a SAP, but actual term is SAP. Okay. So SAP is a kind of ERP tool, enterprise resource planning tool. Business usually use it to manage their business resources. So there are different kind of SAPs, like SAP HR, SAP HANA, SAP MM, SAP FICO. So all these are actually the modules of SAP. So if you are working as a HR, in that case you can use SAP HR module. If you are using in material stock and material management, then you can use SAP MM, that is material management module. Okay. SAP FICO, that means financial control. FICO, FICO, financial control. So based on your department, based on your type of industry, or based on your work expertise, you can use different modules of SAP. Now there are certain courses for these modules. All the courses are different from each other. Like if you are learning SAP HR, that means it is specifically designed for HR activities and not for material management or anything else like this. So say you have one institute that provides courses on SAP HANA or SAP HR. So in that case, if you put SAP, you can check it in Google also. SAP has a huge search volume. It is a huge keyword. People all over the world search for SAP, and it is a high valued course. Okay. So say I am an institute that provides courses on SAP HR or SAP HANA, and if I use SAP as a broad match keyword, So people who are looking for a course for SAP FICO, they can also come to me. Okay. Now, if I use the phrase match, okay, like SAP FICO, say SAP HANA course, or SAP, SAP HR course, I can use this as a phrase match. Here also, some kind of irrelevant keywords can trigger. What? Like free SAP HANA course, free SAP HR course, or say government sponsored SAP HANA course, like this. So in phrase match, I have already mentioned that there are certain, like the phrase should be there in the keyword. So I have used SAP HANA course as a phrase match. So SAP HANA course is there, but additionally some kind of key terms are also getting included there, like free, government sponsored, like this. So this is not, this is not actually right for my business, because I am not providing any free course. I am not providing any government sponsored course. So it is a cons for me. So this is basically an irrelevant keywords getting triggered. So people's intent is right. They are actually looking for SAP courses. That is not an issue. But the type of course they are looking for is not according to my business. So in such scenario, we can use exact match, where we can mention like SAP HANA course. So people who are exactly searching for SAP HANA course can only see my ad. If people are searching for free SAP HANA course, they will not see my ad. My ad will not trigger for such keywords. So in this way, we can reduce my costing, because as you know, in PPC, pay per click, if anyone will click on my ad, my money will be debited from my account. So as an advertiser, my objective is to minimize the cost, minimize the wastage of, basically minimize the wastage of clicks. So I have to reduce the number of irrelevant clicks. In this way, I can reduce it. Now also, there are certain other features, that is negative keywords. Say you are using broad match or phrase match keywords, okay, and you are seeing that there are certain keywords getting triggered which are not relevant to your business. Say, as I have mentioned, like free course, or women jewelry. Okay. So you found that in your ad, these are some kind of keywords which are getting triggered. So what you will do? So one option, you can go for the exact match keyword, but in exact match, the main cons is it will restrict your profit, because other than this women's top, this thing, there are different kind of variations that I have mentioned here. So if you use this keyword as a exact match, you will be deprived of other keywords which are actually relevant for your business. So to resolve this issue, there is another feature called negative keywords. Say you are getting triggered by women's jewelry. In this case, you can add jewelry as negative keyword. So if someone is trying to search for women's jewelry, whenever the jewelry term is there in the keyword, your ad will not show. It will not trigger at all. Okay. Say you are looking for a course, you are actually promoting a course of SAP HANA. course. This is your keyword. And you found that free SAP HANA course got triggered. In this case, what you will do, you will add free as a negative keyword. So whenever this free term is there in the search term, your ad will not trigger. So now I'm going to the Google ad account to show how to do this. Any doubt, Paran and Shreya? It's a bit complex concept.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So this is the campaign.
Sir, we are seeing the whiteboard.
Oh, okay. See, this is the campaign. Okay. Now I am going to the keywords. See, these are all phrase match. Now I can change it to broad match. See, the quotation that I have used has gone removed. Or even I can go for exact match. You can also add keywords from here. So if you add this, it will add as a broad match. But if you add like this, it will add as a phrase match. So this is a exact match. So this two has been added, exact match and phrase match. Okay. Now I am going to the search terms. I'm just changing the date. So what is the search terms? So see, keywords are some of the key terms that you have provided in your campaign to give an instruction to Google, like these are some of the terms that I will use to show my ad to the to my user. If someone is searching for these terms, my ad should come in the first place. So that is what keyword is. Now it is not like that, like the people are searching exactly what you have given as a keyword. People can search differently also, like this. So these are the search terms that actually user has searched. Okay. Akash Baiju's NEET mock test. So mock test for NEET. Okay, so this is added, but NEET. So I have added mock test for NEET, but my ads got triggered in neat mock test. Okay, so this is a search term basically. So people have searched this term and my ad come up. And you can also see some of the data here against this. So 36 times my ad got impression in this particular term, and 9 clicks has happened. That the click-through rate is 25%. Now, what is click-through rate? What is click-through rate, Taran?
Sir, where we see the rate system.
Click-through rate is basically the clicks. Just let me share the whiteboard again. Okay. So clicks divided by impression into 100. So this is what CTR is. Why CTR is important? CTR will give us an insight like how much clicks we are getting against each impression, against the impression. Okay. So if your CTR is less than 1, that is 0 point something like this, it is very bad for your campaign. Okay. That means you are not generating enough traffic in that campaign. So when you are not generating enough traffic, your objective will not get fulfilled. Okay, so your objective can be branding, your objective can be leads, your objective can be sales, whatever. So if people are not clicking at all, your ad is not performing well. Okay, so that's the point. So the more the click-through rate is, the more your campaign is performing in a positive way. Okay. So here the click-through rate is 25%. Okay, average cost per click. What these are some of the data. Average cost per click is 17 rupees. Yeah. So what I can do is I can add it as a keyword. Now I'm checking if anything. MTA needs sample paper 2021 PDF download. So this business is not providing any kind of data downloads or all. It is just providing an online course. So download is a negative word for me. What I will do is I will add it as a negative keyword. So you can add negative keyword in different level. You can add negative keyword in ad group. You can add negative keyword in campaign, or you can create a complete list of negative keywords and you can add all possible kind of irrelevant keywords, and you can add it in the list and you can attach that list with the campaign. So all these 3 things can be possible in Google. So what are the benefits of all these things? Say you have multiple ad group and each ad group has a separate kind of entities. So say if you want to like one ad group is promoting PDF download and another ad group is focusing on online course. So if you add download as a negative keyword in the campaign level, it will hamper both the ad group, because one of your ad group is focused on download. So if you add it in the campaign level, the ad group which is focused on the downloads will get affected. So in this kind of scenario, you have to add the negative keyword in the ad group level. So you have one ad group which is specific for course purchasing, and no download kind of thing is relevant for that. You can just add the download keyword as a negative keyword in that particular ad group. So that can be done. Now, if you say like download is a negative keyword for all the ad groups in a specific campaign, in that case, you can add it in the campaign link. Now you think the download is entirely a negative or irrelevant term for your business also. So in that case, you can use a negative keyword list and add it in all of the campaigns you have in the account. Okay. So currently I am adding it here. I'm just using download term as a broad match, so that anything related to download will be will not trigger my campaign. So this is how I have added a negative keyword. So as a marketer, as a PPC expert or a digital marketer, your role is to monitor Google Ads regularly. What you will monitor? You will monitor the search terms every day. Every day morning, your task is to come, open your account and go to the search terms and check whether any of some such irrelevant keywords has triggered your ads or not. If you found any such thing, you have to just put it in the negative list. This is how you can minimize the wastage of your money, as well as you can also improve your performance by focusing only to those search terms or those keywords which are relevant for your business. Okay, you can also create, or you can also add negative keywords like this in a specific campaign or ad group, or you can create a list also. Currently, you don't have any list. So to create a list, you have to go here. Where is shared library? Yeah. So here you can create a list. You can create like downloads. As you are dealing with NEET courses, like NEET preparation courses, so you have to put negative keywords like stop NEET course. So like this. So this is a negative keyword list and you can add it in your campaign. Apply to campaigns. Now, every time you found any irrelevant keywords, you have to add it in this list, and your campaign will check this this negative keyword list and act accordingly and deliver accordingly. Okay. So this is how it works. Now, any doubt?
No, sir.
Shreya, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So when you are working with Google Ads, there are certain parameters or certain performance indicators you have to check every day. Okay. So these are the performance indicators. Impression. Then I'm just adding the columns. Clicks, CTR. So these are the few things you have to check regularly, like how many impressions you have received. So you have to just change the date accordingly, and you have to check how many impressions you have received, and out of these impressions, how many clicks you have got, and what is the CTR. Okay. What is how many conversions you got, and what is the cost per conversion. This cost per conversion, there is no hard and fast rule, but cost per conversion will be based on your ticket size, like the price of your product or the price of your service. Like if you are running a campaign for selling jewelry products, which is basically a high valued or luxury goods, obviously your cost per conversion will be higher. Okay. If you are promoting some kind of grocery items like salt, sugars, edible oils, all these things, it is basically a regular kind of product, very general product, and we all need these kind of products. So your cost per conversion will be lower in this case. So based on your product or your service, your cost per conversion will vary. Okay, so you have to check accordingly, like what kind of products you are selling and what is the average cost per conversion. Okay, so based on it, you have to check whether your cost per conversion is in control or not, whether your spend, that is this cost, whether the spend is okay or not. So every company, every organization has a certain budget to run their paid campaigns. So you have to act accordingly to maintain that budget. Okay. So there are two things. A lot of people have this confusion. What is this interaction and clicks? See, both are same. 275 clicks. Here also 275 clicks. And the interaction rate and CTR is also same, 9.93%. Here it is also 9.93%. So what is the difference between interaction and clicks? So in search ads, there is no difference. Because in search ad, the only way of interaction is to click on the ad. That is the only kind of interaction. But if you are watching a video ad, or if you encountered in a display campaign, in that case, you can click on the video, you can click on the image, you can play the video, you can pause the video. These are also different kind of interactions. Okay, and also clicking in a certain link is also a kind of interaction. So whenever you are running video campaigns or display campaigns, your interaction rate and click rate will differ. Because in video, there are several ways of interaction other than clicks. Click is a part of interaction. It is a subset of interaction. Okay. Whereas interaction can be playing a video, pausing a video, like on a video, okay, clicking on an image and make and enlarge the image. So all these things are different kind of interactions. So this is why there are two things. One is interaction, another is clicks. In search ad, both are same, but in say in video ads or display ads, it will differ. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So I am concluding this session here. Tomorrow again we have a class at 8:30, and we will again continue with all these things. And tomorrow we will learn a new kind of ad also. So join at 8:30 tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
So good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Night.